My name is Linda Harper. I am 72 years old. And until recently, I believe my daughter and son-in-law loved me. I was wrong. It started after my husband passed away. My daughter, Melissa, moved in with her husband, Kevin, just for a few months. That few months turned into 4 years. At first, I didn't mind. Mom, we'll take care of you. Mom, you shouldn't be alone. Mom, we're family. So I let them stay. I paid the utilities. I paid the groceries. I even covered Kevin's business expenses when his startup kept failing. I told myself, they're building their future. But I didn't realize I was funding their comfort, not their gratitude. One evening, I came home early from a doctor's appointment. The living room light was on. I heard voices. Kevin was laughing. She trusts us completely. Honestly, it's too easy. Melissa replied softly. As long as she keeps paying, we don't need to rush anything. A pause. Then Kevin said something I will never forget. When she's gone, this house alone will solve everything. I stopped breathing, not because I was surprised, but because I finally understood. I was not living with family. I was living with planning. That night, I checked my bank records. Over $42,000 transferred in 2 years. My savings slowly disappearing. My future quietly sold. The next morning, I told Melissa, I want to reduce the monthly support. Her expression changed instantly.
Why?
Are you okay? Kevin stepped in before I could answer. Linda, this is not a good idea. Stress can affect your thinking at your age. At my age. Not my decision. My age. That was the first warning. A week later, something worse happened. A man showed up at my door. Mrs. Harper? I'm Dr. Collins, family wellness consultant. Melissa and Kevin were standing behind him. Melissa smiled gently. Mom, we're just worried about you. You've been forgetful lately. I blinked. Forgetful. Kevin nodded. You canceled payments. That's unusual. Then Dr. Collins added calmly. We may need to evaluate your mental capacity. That word again.
Capacity.
As if stopping financial abuse was a medical condition. I looked at my daughter. Melissa, do you really think I'm mentally unwell? She avoided my eyes. It's just a precaution, Mom. But Kevin spoke louder. Honestly, Linda, this is for your own safety.
Safety.
Strange how people always become concerned about your safety the moment you stop funding their lifestyle. I did something that day they didn't expect. I called my lawyer, Mr. Daniel Brooks. He arrived within 40 minutes. When he saw the situation, his face changed immediately. This is not a wellness visit, he said firmly. This is financial coercion. The doctor tried to explain. But Mr. Brooks raised a document. My client has full financial records. Every transfer was voluntary. There is no medical basis for evaluation. Then he turned to Melissa. Do you have any medical diagnosis to support incompetence claims? Silence. Kevin stepped forward. She's being influenced by outsiders. Mr. Brooks smiled slightly. Outsiders? Like legal professionals? The doctor left. Quietly. Uncomfortably. That night, Melissa came to my room. Mom, why are you doing this to us? Her voice was soft now. Controlled. Careful. I looked at her. Doing what, Melissa? She hesitated. Cutting us off and involving lawyers. I nodded slowly. You involved a doctor to question my mind because I stopped paying your bills. Her silence answered everything. The next morning, I went to the bank. I froze every account they had access to. All of it. The manager looked concerned. Mrs. Harper, are you sure? I said calmly. I've never been more sure of anything in my life. 3 days later, chaos started. Phone calls, messages, voicemails. Mom, this is extreme. We just wanted help. You're ruining everything. Ruining everything. Interesting choice of words for people who were living off me. Then came the final move. A legal notice. They were trying to petition the court for guardianship over me. Their claim. Elderly woman showing signs of mental instability. My own daughter. My own home. My own money. Turned into a legal case against me. In court, Kevin spoke first. She has become paranoid. She isolates herself. She refuses help. Then my lawyer stood. Your Honor, my client is not isolated. She is independent. She is financially exploited. He placed bank statements on the table. $42,000.
2 years.
Systematic withdrawals. The judge looked up. From whom were these funds used? Mr. Brooks answered. Her daughter and son-in-law. Silence filled the room. Melissa tried to cry on the stand, but her voice cracked. We just wanted to help her manage things. The judge interrupted. By taking control of her finances? No answer. Kevin's confidence disappeared.
Fast.
Because truth doesn't need performance. Only exposure. Then I was asked to speak. I stood up. And for the first time, I didn't feel like a mother trying to be understood. I felt like a woman reclaiming herself. I did not lose my mind, I said. I lost my trust. I was not confused. I was generous. And I will not be punished for that anymore. The judge made his decision.
No guardianship.
No control.
Case dismissed.
After court, Melissa approached me. Mom, we didn't mean it like that. I looked at her. Not angry. Just clear. Yes, you did. I said quietly. You just didn't think I would notice. I moved out 2 months later. Smaller home. Peaceful neighborhood. New life. No financial ties. No emotional debt. Just silence that finally felt like freedom. Because I learned something too late. When people need your money more than your presence, you were never family. You were funding.